How's it going, everyone? It is Prashan here, and we're going over some stuff that's coming out in January. Way too soon. These cards may change, but it's all good. We're gonna look at the new stuff that's ahead in Marvel Snap. It's always good to look at what's coming in the future, and we have a Dark Avengers season coming upon us. And if you know comic books at all, we had Marvel like Civil War. And then after Civil War, we had like the Dark Reign saga, and Dark Avengers was like one of the main antagonists featured during that time in Marvel, which I think is pretty cool that they're incorporating this into Marvel Snap. In the future, I think I'm gonna make a comic book channel. I know I've been saying this for a long time, but I think in the new year it will be coming. I just need to work some things out. But yeah, like we have Iron Patriot here, Norman Osborn himself, and he reads on reveal, add a random 4, 5, or 6 cost card to your hand. If you're winning here after the next turn, give it -4 costs, so less than 4 costs, which is pretty interesting because turn 2 is pretty early in the game. And if you get a, 6 costs that's in your hand and it's -4, that means it's a 2 cost. You could get a 2 cost Hulk. Or a 2 cost like Null, or a 2 cost like that is insane. That's a pretty good deal. And I find this better than Valentina, especially if you play like something like Agony where you try to like guarantee yourself to win a location. I think this is pretty good. It's an awesome season pass card. Or even like you could play like America Chavez, and well, it's too much Copian, right? America Chavez, hopefully you get Iron Patriot on 2. But or even Iron Patriot on 3, you play Forge, Booster, Iron Patriot. Like this is a pretty cool card. Yeah, definitely like I always say, season pass cards are cards that you should get, and I think this is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting to see. I think this might go in Arishem decks, to be honest. You play Iron Patriot on 1, you're guaranteed that other card almost. I feel like Iron Patriot, King E-Tree might be some replacements in some of these Arishem decks. I feel like it's a piece in the Arishem deck. Let me know in the comments where you think this card goes. And then next we have Victoria Hand. She is an ongoing card, 2/3. Your cards created in your hand have +2 power. So I'm trying to think cards created in my hand. I'm trying to think like what gets created in our hand. Hood? Hood gets created in our hand. What else gets created in our hand? Is that it? Like, am I having a complete brain fart? Let me know down in the comments. I think I'm brain farting right now. I'm trying to think of cards that are created in your hand. Or Moon Girl. Moon Girl, right? You could play Moon Girl, double up what you have in your hand, +2. So I think that could work, right? So Moon Girl, Hood. That's the only thing that's coming to my mind. And then we have this Pandart that's coming out January 7th. There's another one too, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know about this one. I really don't know about this one. What else? Frigga. Frigga just came out. So Frigga, technically, this could work well with Frigga. I'm really trying. I'm brain farting when it comes to cards and creating other cards. So we got Frigga, Moon Girl, Hood. Is that it? Cable, Mirage. Okay, Cable, Mirage. Wait, dude, I completely brain farted. All right, now my brain's going in the right place. So all the agents, like before you guys get, like I completely brain farted. Real time here, real time. So like Agent 13, Coulson, Nick Fury. All of those cards work well with Victoria, and like this is in real time. My brain is just churning. Now I get it. Okay, so she works well with like all the agents. She works well technically with discard because you got Swarm. Technically, she works well with Helicarrier. So, okay, I get it. I get it now. Now my brain is going, and hopefully your brain is going too. At first, I was like, what? What is this card good for? But yeah, I think it's an okay card. I think this is okay. I don't know. Will this get a lot of play from me? Probably not. Probably not. But I think some spicy stuff can be made. Or even Airsham. Technically Airsham too. Like, but created in your hand. So maybe not Airsham. Not Airsham. I'm completely wrong. So created in your hand. Alright, I got it. I got it. And then next we have Bullseye here, a new activate card. I think Bullseye has been data mined like forever and ever. We've been waiting for this card for a minute. Activate, discard all the cards that cost 1 or less from your hand. Afflict that many different cards with -2 power. So, obviously, I think this goes well with Scorn, goes well with X-23, goes well with Swarms as well. I feel like you could probably do some shenanigans with like Gambit and Bullseye. Like, this is ridiculous. I think the old data mine stuff for Bullseye, what was it? On reveal, the next card you draw will be a 2 cost if there's any left, which was not that good. But I'm glad they were able to change it. It goes better with his lore, right? Like, it's Bullseye. He hits things, right? He's a sharpshooter. And technically in Dark Avengers, he was the Hawkeye of the Dark Avengers group. So, yeah. I think this is pretty cool. Look at that pixel. Look at that pixel. But tons of variants for him from the jump, huh? We had a lot of unknown stuff, but overall, we're going to be getting 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty cool. Well, technically 4. 4 variants for him whenever it comes out. So that's pretty cool. I think this is pretty awesome. Like, this could give you another route to take on discard. And, like, Swarms can be a thing. Like, you just fill your deck up with, like, Exodia, Swarm, Gambit, like, Bullseye, game over. I think it's another piece in that deck, which is pretty cool. I definitely like this card. Let's see if we could... I don't think we can get this animated, can we? Nah, I don't think... I think it's too soon to get it animated. So let's check out Moonstone. Ongoing has the ongoing effects of your 1, 2, and 3 cost cards here, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool, I think. 4 unknown. I think we should look at some of the ongoing. Let's look at some of the ongoing stuff that we can do with this card, because obviously I cannot think right now. And let's do this. Let's go cost. Can we break this up by ongoing? Ongoing cost 0, 1, 2 filter. And cost. Uh-oh. Let's filter. Let's add 3s. Filter. So Moonstone. Yeah. 1, 2s, and 3s. So you could do some crazy shenanigans with Quinjet, Ant-Man. What else? Mojo. Dazzler. Sheesh. Patriot. So you could probably put this in a good old Patriot deck. Mystique. Wow. So just imagine if you played like Iron Man in one location. Well, and you already had Moonstone in another. And then you play Mystique to copy that Iron Man. And then technically Moonstone takes that Iron Man ability as well. That is pretty cool. Then of course we have Captain America. I think you could like stack on top. You could do some stacking there with Captain America. You could do some stacking with Punisher. Maybe Punisher could be a card that's played. Mr. Fantastic, I think could be viable too, because you're adding 4 power to your adjacent locations if you have both of them in the same lane. And then if you have like Onslaught too, I think that could be very sneaky. Like this is a pretty cool card. There's tons of like I think the whole Dazzler, Patriot. I think the Mr. Fantastic thing, like Mr. Fantastic doesn't get a lot of play. I feel like I haven't played this card in a minute. And I feel like with Moonstone, I could actually try to get that off. I wouldn't mind trying to do that with Moonstone. So I think she's a decent card. A 4/5. So later in the game, I think she could be a surprise card at the end of the game. Which is pretty cool. So you got this Pandart variant that's coming too. That is pretty cool. Very cool. And then lastly, we have Aries here. On reveal, compare the power of the top 3 cards of both decks, and if your total is higher, plus 6 power. And if you thought Surtur was nuts, this goes in a Surtur deck, because technically you're trying to outpower your opponent. And yeah, I'm pretty sure, I thought there was like a video of this card somewhere where it showed what he did. I thought I saw a video of this card. But that's pretty cool. Like a 4/12? That is insane. So get your Shadow Kings out, get your Shangs out. This card, this is ridiculous. And look at this Pandar variant. That Pandar variant is freaking crazy. And the spotlight, like, oh my god, there goes all my keys and money. All my Christmas money is going to this Aries. This is crazy. Like, I don't know. The power creep is real. I think like what you play Surtur, then you play like Aries, and then you could just like go crazy. Like you just have to play like maybe like an armor and Cosmo to protect your bigums, but you're overall good. So this is it for this video. Hopefully you got a little bit more insight. You probably saw other snappers make their videos already. I'm a little late to the game, but yeah, I just wanted to see all these in real time. I haven't really checked these out. Like I heard about these cards, but I really didn't like dig deep. But this is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to the next 2 seasons in Snap. I'm looking forward to next year in Snap. Like so many cards. Like I think it's always good when we have more cards, more options. Like I think the meta can be whatever, right? I know the meta is like sort of stuck on where it's at. But yeah, I think the future looks promising. So again, thank you for watching. Till next time, be safe, keep on snapping, and peace.